Hi there, Robin here from Expert On. Today we're going to be answering your questions, and for those who are keeping track, this is episode 12, and we're going to be answering all those comments and questions you may have. So if you've got one, your name will be listed down below, and we'll talk about it in today's video. So we're going to start right off the hop, and the first one is about the JBL Eon. So we'll have a picture of it here. Here's the question, and there is the Eon. So basically asking, is it good enough to buy just one Eon 615 for doing small gigs? It's basically an acoustic and the microphone. So, or should go out and buy two cheaper speakers. This way to have two of them. Well, the answer is yes and no. I mean, it's a good speaker. It's a very good speaker. If you bought two of those and you had a mixer, you'd probably be really, really happy, but it'd be a lot to carry around all the time. You might decide to buy either the smaller version, maybe two of the 10s, would be a better way to go, but you still need a mixer. You could look at also, we'll throw a picture of that here now, which is the Gemini line array. Yes, I said Gemini, and I did say line array. The line array for smaller gigs for 25 people, 30 tops, is a really nice speaker. You've got the 6 speakers on top are horizontally diffused, so this way you get a much larger spectrum from one speaker placed off to the side. It's going to fill the whole room really, really well. And it also has a reverb option on the back, 2 mic inputs, which could also be line, auxiliary, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. So you don't probably have to get yourself a mixer for that kind of a speaker. Now, we'll have the links down below for Amazon, of course, so this way you can get an accurate price on it. Or if you're close to a Guitar Center, they have an exclusive package which includes the case if you want to listen to it for comparison. But if you're thinking small gigs, bars, pubs, that sort of stuff, where you're only going to go for like 25 people, those are pretty good speakers. You don't have to spend a whole ton of money, but like I said, they got it right. There's lots of options, not a lot of options in that price category, but they did a really good job with the product. So if you haven't heard it, you definitely want to take a listen to it. We do have a video on it. We'll put a link down below because it seems I put too many pointing up last time in my Q&As, so video's up above. So there you go. I hope that helps out with that one. I think a line array would probably be better off, so we'll stick with that as the answer. Next question, right down here. It's about, well, my tips and tricks, my new video, which I'm trying to figure out how to make those for like 5 minutes or thereabouts. Neat little ideas or things that you need to know that you can absorb really quickly. But this is a question, can you hook up a powered subwoofer to a powered mixer? And the answer is absolutely yes, as long as you do it right. Which basically means you do not want to plug it into the back where you have your main power out leads going to your speakers, because that's high current output. You're looking for a preamp line level on either the front or on the top of the mixer. And again, that you just look for a monitor out or a control room out that's not amplified. That would be normally the big main ones with the speak-on connections or the 1/4 inch. So if you send me the link of the mixer, or sorry, send me the model number of the mixer that you have, I can cover it again on another question and show you the picture and show you exactly where to do it. Next question is about the U3 from Xvibe. So this is the question here in detail. And yeah, talking about the Xvibe. These particular pieces, the U3, they're transmitter and receivers. They're XLR. They can be used for a whole bunch of things. In this case here, it's about getting it from the controller or the mixing board out to the speakers. Do I need to buy 2 full sets, or can I get away with buying 1? Now, in the question, you did say 1 receiver, 2 transmitters. I think you meant 2 receivers and 1 transmitter. That's how it works. Transmitter is what's sending it out from your controller or your mixer, and then your speaker. So you can do that. That's why they have 6 channels on it. So if I took 1 transmitter, put it in my board, and set that to, let's say, number 3, I can put the 2 receivers on channel 3. I can put as many receivers as I want because it doesn't care. Whatever's on channel 3, this broadcast, 333, all those speakers will pick it up automatically. If you need to have a stereo signal, so notice I said need to because I prefer not to have it, but I do like to have both channels being fed out because I'm looking for mixed stereo. So if it's a big venue, you got people on the left side, people on the right side, you want to be able to make sure they all hear it. If this is for remote speakers, then you can definitely just get away with maybe 1, sending it out as maybe a monitor, so this way you control the volume of that separately from all your other speakers. I hope that helps, and we'll move on from there. Oh, just a side note, because he did have a part 2 to his question, we'll throw it down here. And that is my last video. I was trying some new stuff. I thought, oh, I'm going to put all the links for all the videos up above so this way people can easily find it. It turns out YouTube has a limit of 5, and I did not know that until after I finished the video, after I posted it, and I was working the links in. So, yes, some of them had to go to playlists. I didn't have a choice on that. So this time I'll make sure they're either down below, or if you ever see that little info box up on top, that's where I'll put one right up there for the U3 Xvibe, and that's that little eye in the circle. If you click on that, if it's not already open for you, that'll allow you to go directly to a video or to somebody's channel or some content. So that's what that little box is there. There we go. If not, it'll be down below. All right, next question requires me to get a mixer, and it's going to be the Alto Z MX 122FX. So I'm answering your question. Here's the question, and I'll come back with a mixer. Yep. The white knobs, which are the level output knobs down here for each channel, do they affect the actual auxiliary output, which are the yellow knobs? And the answer is no, they do not. So that's why I'll take a quick look at it here. This knob here, the bottom yellow knob off to the side, that would be your, I'm holding the right knob, yeah. That would be the knob that you would be dialing for all these yellow knobs that say monitor or aux 1. If you turn that, that would be the same as turning up the main volume at the bottom. So if you do want to use that for a subwoofer output, by all means, that'll work. Thank you for the question. That's a good question. Here we go. This is good. So on my last Q&A, I asked one of my viewers, Papa, to send me the link for a video that he did with 2 of the actual TX speakers and the subwoofers, and he did. So I will include that, and I think if it's not up here, actually we'll do better than that. We won't put it up here. We're going to tag it at the end of the video. So it'll be one of the video options to watch, and it's his demonstration of the speakers, which is worth watching because everybody's always surprised by the TX series. So next question, and this is on the Mackie Pro 12 V2. That's their 12-channel version 2 mixer, and the question is, where do you plug in wireless microphones into it? So I'm going to have to do it on the V3 because, well, that's what we have now. We don't have the V2 anymore. Okay, so here's the mixer. This is the version 3, 12-channel. This is just one of like 20 different wireless microphones we have here, but I wanted to take this because this is the one that catches people the most, is when, not brand, we're not talking about the brand, the model, or anything like that. We're talking about what comes included in the box. If you buy a single or a double wireless microphone, they're going to give you a cable in the box, which is this kind of cable here, which is a 1/4-inch cable to 1/4-inch, or usually unbalanced, regardless if the actual unit has 3-pin XLRs on the back of it. So if it was a combo or a dual set, like 2 handhelds, it may have 2 XLR output plugs on the back. But still, the free cable in the box is going to be like this if they give you anything at all. So the problem is, if you did plug that in and you came over here, 9 times out of 10, we're going to think, oh, we just plug it in right here and that'll be fine. Well, actually, that's the wrong spot. We'll plug it in right here, which is, 1/4-inch, it fits. It's on channel 3 here. We should be fine. Most of these outputs are still mic level. So that's great if you have a speaker that has a combo jack on the back that you can just go from line to mic just by turning a knob on it. That's how most powered speakers work in that case. And then this cable will work. Mixers don't like that. Mixers, microphones always want to be plugged in the mic, which is, in this case, the XLR 3.5. So, free cable in a box. It was nice they gave me a cable, but I, at the same time, have to get a cable like this, which is an unbalanced 1/4-inch, which will fit in there, to a balanced XLR, which is still not really balanced, but wired properly, so this way it works. This allows me to plug it in right here into the mic channel. And now this is going to work properly. If my system had 2 XLR cables, I would use both of those XLR cables. I would just get 2 XLR cables, plug them in. That'll allow me to have the 2 microphones independently operated. Some machines just give a mixed output for both mics. But again, if it has XLR, use the XLR cable. If it only has a 1/4-inch and your intention is to go to this mixer or any other mixer that has 1/4-inch line inputs and mic on top, you're going to want to do that. There are some exceptions to the rule. Yes, I know, so don't tell me that's not always like that. I know, for example, we have wireless mics from Gemini, the 6200M, the UHF 6200M to be exact. It includes this cable in the box, and it also has dual XLR. They don't include dual XLR, but there is a switch on the back of that actual wireless receiver to switch it between mic and line. So I can actually turn the output from that actual receiver for the wireless mics into a line input, which then allows me to plug that in to that line input. So there are always exceptions to rules. That's why I don't say they're rules, they're guides. They're to help you out. So, but that's how you hook up a wireless system. If you only have this cable and you're using a mixer like this, you're going to want to buy this cable here. We'll throw a link for it down below, but it's 1/4 inch to XLR cable. So that's what you're looking for. All right, so for now, we're going to call it a wrap on the Q&As. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you haven't heard your question or comment answered yet and you think it's a good one, by all means, add it down below here or add it to the video that made you think of that question. That's always a good way to do it, and I'll try and get back to you on it. And outside of that, I want to say thank you very much for watching. If you subscribe, thank you. If you haven't, please, you can always hit that subscribe button at any point in time, and hit the bell if you really want to, you know, find out when the next video is. Eventually, one day, we will have live videos, and if you hit that bell button, you'll get notified before it actually starts, so you get to watch it live with everybody else. So, again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.